Well, okay, we're live.
Where was the intro?
No intro. This is low tech. Don't even know if our connection's good. You have to check it on your phone. I don't even know if people can hear me through the phone's microphone.
I guess we'll find out.
All flying by the seat of my wet pants. And I don't see anybody in chat. I see one person watching, and I bet that's you.
It says 3 in live chat,
Oh,
but nobody's typing yet.
well,
Just got the notification from YouTube,
okay.
but
Then there's the Discord notification, Fish Fam Link notifications. All that stuff takes some time.
Yep.
A few minutes. Now I see 3, now I see 8. Something must have come through.
yep,
Say,
still no chats yet.
chats. Somebody indicate whether or not you can hear me. And if I need to speak up or if it's all right. Same for Jenna. You can hear her.
Bill Witt says drive safely.
Hi, Bill Witt. I'm driving safely. That's why I got Jenna reading chat for me.
Jimmy P says you're good. Hey, Skipper, Dennis, Sin.
All right.
Annette says auto is good. I hope so. Our car needs to make it.
Cool. Well, I'm glad the automatic transmission's working. Transmission. Don't know if I can switch to manual.
Okay, Maria Z.
Maria.
And Jess. And
Switch
Jay.
Howdy. 7 million people move America forward. One is driving this truck.
They can't see the back of that truck to know what you're reading.
Well, it's the back of the truck that I'm reading. 7 million people.
Video is a little third world.
Yeah, I can imagine. How does it look on your end?
Blurry.
Blurry.
Hi, Chris George.
Use your imagination. Chris George. Welcome.
How did the kids feel about the trip? Good time or meh? Lillian says meh. What is that for? Oh, he's laying completely forward.
Slumped over. I assume that the parts where they weren't at the venue, at the hotel, were better because they looked pretty freaking miserable whenever they were at the actual event. Yeah. They made sure we knew about it too.
But we got to go to restaurants and get ice cream. I took them to a painting class. They painted a picture. We had the whole thing with TV and small table at the house. I took them to a movie. I also took them to an indoor amusement park, and we did go-karts and arcade games. So, not sure what was so terrible.
Because the moment they do stuff that they didn't exactly want to do in that moment. It's tough.
But you didn't think about it. We were probably coming through for lunchtime. We should have had lunch. But we actually were taking the movie almost all the way down to, like, it says working on that Amy City. So that probably was Hammond.
I don't think they can hear anything we're saying right now. R2D2, Soundwave Transform, Sexy Robots, beep boop, bleep 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 bleep.
Sound is getting better.
Oh, really?
Except
So
for
you get
you.
Yep. Okay. Hang up and dial again. If you need help, dial your operator. Are those real still? Can you call one of those?
By just dialing
Somebody
0?
sitting at a switchboard.
Yeah, Chris said he could understand me now. Okay. Sounds like Jenna and Steven headroom. Is where
Yeah. I'm too young for that reference. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Yeah. No. Now we're fuzzy. Well,
Vincent isn't much. She's a similar age, isn't she?
I'm not gonna blast her age, but she's older than we are.
But you just turned 40.
No. Did you? I don't even know if they can hear us still, but like, I think I've heard of that Max Headroom. Well, did you address what Jess was saying about coming by? Because we weren't on that route.
Yeah, we passed through Tennessee and are basically coming straight down Mississippi, all the way to where it hits the boot of Louisiana.
The boot.
The foot of the boot.
The top. The tender part that you can easily break if you drop something on it, not the toes.
No, because the toes are, what's at the top of the toes? New Orleans and like Grand Isle and stuff are like the bottom.
Grand Isle is like the dead skin that's coming off the bottom of your foot. Literally, because it's also the whole coastline's eroding. So, yeah.
Oh, Zen just gave her age anyway.
There you go. I just wasn't going to be the one to do it. But yeah, everybody put your age in chat if you want to. And still, I don't know. I didn't know you were just a kid, Zen. Here, I'm gonna reveal something that Zen did not say, that she's a grandma.
Is she?
She's a young grandma for sure, but she is a grandmother.
I didn't know that.
Well, maybe other people didn't either, but I do it. And now everyone does. Everyone who's 22 people.
She has grand twins.
Yeah.
Lillian put her age in chat.
Hi, Michelle.
Lillian is only 10 for, is today August 1st? 4 more days.
Is it the 1st or the 31st?
It's the 1st.
Cool.
Because I would have had to been at school.
That's right.
If I was still working at school.
Yay.
Skipper's the same age as you.
Skipper is an old man.
And so are you.
I'm young and vibrant. I have many years ahead of me before I become Skipper.
You're saying that, and then you're going to see Skipper twice more this year.
Yeah. Come at me, bro. Ten-year-olds are awesome. Oh, look at that. Everybody's actually doing it. You didn't have to, but you know, that's cool. Granny's in.
Then you know what a 10-year-old would really love? To go to Aquashella, Dallas.
I have a feeling that Zenger's kids don't despise the fish keeping hobby quite as much as our kids do. Despite all the things that we do for them and give them, they just have the worst, sourest looks on their face when they are near anything related to fish keeping.
How old is Scotty? He said he thinks he is the youngest here.
Scotty is 36 or 37. Pretty sure he's like same age as me. Because I'm 37.
He's 36.
Okay.
I am 34 still until November.
There you go.
So I'm a little bit younger than you, Scotty.
Now, if Annette is lurking, which she tends to do, she probably is the youngest person here.
Or if Ian Atkins comes in, he's like, what, 18? 12?
Something like that. He's 23. I'm pretty sure. Have we gotten the proper notifications from Fish Fam Link yet?
Yes, we did.
All right.
And our package with thermoplastic beads has shipped.
Hey, don't give away our secrets.
What, that you have thermoplastic beads?
Thermoplastic beads on the way.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like I thought of that. Grant told me to get them, so I did. Because yeah, we're doing scape contests at Aquashella. The Creator Scape is one I'm doing, and then the Fluval Scape Off is happening, and there's gonna be a team of us. I mean, I shouldn't say that because like I've sent in my application and I haven't like officially heard, okay, you're in, but it sounds like that won't be an issue.
Yeah. Also, Ben Backstrom came in, Skydancer, 3G Greg,
Welcome. I heard
and
Steve.
Annette. I think he's just naming young people.
Oh, yeah.
Matt's aware of all the youngest members of Fishman. He keeps a list.
Okay. I won't ask why.
Welcome, Darlene.
So, darling. And Brianna's still an egg. Yeah. But even like all the Aquashella stuff I'm doing, that's all assuming that I didn't catch something at this super spreader event. Could have called it the triple spreader. I mean, we're around a lot of people.
You know what the word for crown is in Spanish?
Corona or something? Corona. Okay, well, that's perfect. And also scary. Triple Corona. That's not news to anyone. You gotta read chat, or I'm gonna start reading chat. Don't make me read chat.
Jimmy says, "What did we buy?"
Let's see. Livestock wise, hardly anything. Bought some shrimp from Garden of Eden, and we're coming home with other livestock. In fact, I think in frame right now.
Livestock.
Yeah, that livestock. So in frame, there's a blue bucket in the very back. To a sponge filter and one of those battery power bank things. Those things in there.
Yeah.
Courtesy of and that's why we have that 55 set up at home with the filter running. So that's gonna be the first fish in there. And he's pretty cool. I did a water change on the bucket yesterday, and as part of the swag bags that they gave us at the Triple Crown, there was the Zoomed can of bloodworms, which is gross, but I gave him some bloodworms, and he ate them very eagerly, and he's still swimming around active in a bucket. He's not acting all like depressed, which I would assume that he would be.
So he'll get his own 55-gallon tank for a bit, at least several weeks, before we can get any other livestock.
Yeah. What did Maria say?
She said, yeah, I'm annoyed. We're testing later today.
Oh. What are we repeating that we were roboting?
Probably
everything. Start from the beginning.
Yeah. So, what did he buy? We got some yellow shrimp from Grant, Garden of Eden. We got a black ghost knife from Brennan. That's in the blue bucket you can see behind Steven. We got some art.
Yeah.
Which we can't show because it's in the back.
Right. Yeah. Some
botanicals.
Yeah, botanicals. I got some catappa leaves from me, and I got these lotus pods for Jess that she had requested. A bunch of books.
Yeah.
One of which at least we'll probably do a giveaway on or something. But I was mentioning the ghost knife. We he's still happy and swimming around in the bucket and everything. You know, he's not depressed like you would expect a bucket fish to be after literally 5 days in the bucket. And did a water change and fed him some can of bloodworms that we got in our swag bag from Triple Crown. So we had a brand can of bloodworms, which I tried to open with the pull tab, and then the little pull tab broke off, and so I had to find a key and just sort of smash it open, and then the bloodworms kind of spattered on the hotel wall and my leg and hand, got a little bit on my lip. That was fun.
You didn't swell up from those bloodworms.
No, we got them off pretty quick.
Jess wants to know if you want her to send you money or just give it this weekend.
This weekend, we'll just do a trade because I'll bring you some plants. Hopefully I remember. I got to bring a bunch of stuff anyway for the escape off. And you just bring some Dumbo Blue Dragons males if you got them. Who is texting you?
Brooklyn.
Does she even know we're live? Probably not.
No, I don't think she knows. She said that she fell asleep on the workbench all night and woke up with her face in tank water.
With her face in tank water? Oh.
There was a bucket. No, not a bucket. What did I say? A bin on the table that had plant trimmings and tank water. And it had fallen over.
Oh. All right, then. Did you say hi to Lady Diane?
No, I did not yet.
Yeah, you should read the chat better. Screw the text. If they don't know we're live, that's their problem. Okay, I'm going to start reading the text. Reading the chat.
Okay, I'm catching up.
Too late.
Kelly Foreman came in too just now.
Riding with the peas.
I did notice Lady Diane came in, but you were rambling and I didn't want to interrupt you.
Okay.
Because when you're talking, you're not reading the chat.
Maybe.
Carrie just came in.
Hi, Carrie. Hope you made it home safe and all that.
Yeah, she was home last night.
That's right. Yeah, on our stream. I don't remember. It was everybody traveling different ways, and some people aren't even going home until after Aquashella, like Lefty. So I don't remember. I think somebody asked about Mary earlier in the chat.
Page?
Yeah, the last I heard, it was on the morning show that she went to the hospital yesterday because she was having trouble keeping anything down. I think even liquid she couldn't hold down. And they went to the emergency room, and I think she has to have surgery today on her gallbladder was the issue. So I'm glad she went to the hospital.
Eric Wyrock came in and gave $20 plants.
Thank you, Eric. There will be no plans today.
And Silver Creek Aquarist came in.
Silver Creek.
Skipper said Mary Page is in surgery as we speak.
All right. Okay. Prayers, positive vibes, whatever y'all got to throw her way.
And
Please do.
Maria Z said that she drove through 9 to 10 hours of pouring rain to get home.
Oh,
At least they made it safe.
yesterday it was pretty rainy on our way to the hotel. We stopped in Memphis area, and we're I don't know how far from home are we. This GPS says 2 hours, but it's wrong.
Yeah, we're in 73 miles. We'll be getting off at Amite City, and that's in Louisiana. So let's see I'll look at what the next mile marker says. It'll probably give us a good indication how far away we are.
Okay.
54.
All right, Jenna, without revealing to the chat how fast I'm going, look at my speed and react accordingly, and then let the chat try to guess how fast I'm going.
The speed is too fast. That's all I'm going to say.
The speed limit is 70.
Yeah, the speed limit is 70, and you're going more.
I'm going more. I'm not going 55.
I guessed 82, and he is low. Also, welcome Brennan and Ian.
Hey, Brennan, don't tell them they're high or low. So now 86 is incorrect.
Lady Diane says looks about 90, and Ben Backstrom is spot on at 92.
What? Good job, Ben. And sometimes I hit 93, so Gardens, good job too.
So
I'm down to 90, all right?
Yeah, let's slow back down a bit because we want to get home safely and alive.
Yeah.
And Alishon said faster than Lefty.
Oh, yeah.
Like double the speed of Lefty.
Yeah, I want to get there tonight.
Jeff said Joe would be driving 85 to 90 as well.
I mean, if there's no traffic and I'm not having to weave in and out of cars right now, so it's fine. Plus, I got lane keep assist and cruise control. No big deal. The only thing I'm worried about is it's Mississippi and it's the middle of nowhere. We're probably driving through some destitute county where all of their income relies on speeding tickets. So, no offense to people who live in Mississippi, but you live in Mississippi, so you know. I live in Louisiana. I know what towns that I'm going through that are just going to be writing tickets for going 5 over.
You have to speed smart. Just wait for someone to fly by you and match their speed.
Yeah.
That's what Eric says.
Yeah. Exactly. All right. I'm down to 85. I'm going to cruise at 88 because 88 miles an hour.
Then says Lefty did 65, but stay on the road. Then says Lefty did 65 to 70 today, and the gas mileage was not that much worse. And the prices were dropping, so he decided to pick it up a bit now. Thank you.
I thought you liked that sound.
I don't. So all that says then is that Lefty wasted a bunch of time last week.
Yeah.
That's what that proves.
I mean, I'm sure there's some kind of sweet spot for maximum gas mileage, but it's how much, what percentage are you saving $10 to add 4 hours to your drive? I don't know.
I think he said that he only added an hour and a half, but I get paid more than $10 an hour. So that time is worth more than $10.
I mean, even still, regardless of what your salary is, being on the road is exhausting. It doesn't matter if you're driving or a passenger. I couldn't sleep in a car if I weren't driving anyway.
I could, but I won't. In solidarity with you.
Or out of fear that you'll wake up and you'll see the speedometer 98.
Ian said, "Don't worry, I have lane assist. It's rumble strips."
You know what though? It only works when there's painted lines on the side, and we went through a patch there where it was still working, but it like the rumble strips were really really close to the line. I know why, because it's showed it's not the issue. It's,
They can still hear you. Oh, Zen says robot.
beep boop beep.
Going through a dead spot.
Beep boop beep beep beep.
No, your
beep,
hand should be on the wheel.
beep.
You're back now.
All right.
Welcome QC Aquaholic now that you can hear.
You see,
Lady Diane says in
here in misery,
misery.
we put rumble strips on the line. We suck. We do. Well, I see robot references, and I see you're back now. Could be inconsistent. Yeah. Well, now we're in a spot where the rumble strips are where they belong, off the shoulder.
And Scotty Aquati changed his name to Scotty Aquati.
Scotty Aquati. Welcome.
And if he were a real person, George Jetson would have been born yesterday. His birthday is July 31st, 2022.
Really?
Yeah. That means in what, like 40 years, we're going to be in flying cars that turn into suitcases.
Yep. In space.
And
Everything will be gears and sprockets and space-related terms, even last names.
welcome Harrison Tropical. We'll call him his new name.
Harrison, welcome. What time is it over there?
He said morning. He's off to school.
Okay, so that time.
Because it's winter over there. The winter in New Zealand.
Yeah, Southern Hemisphere. I just want the moving sidewalks. Well, you can go to an airport and they move really, really slow.
The sidewalks that move in airports are not meant for you to stand on them. They're meant to make you move faster by walking on them.
I mean, you do feel like an athlete whenever you're walking on those.
But there are people who just stand on them lazily.
They're so slow. It's like you're standing in place, but then when you walk, it's like, wow, I'm covering a lot of distance.
Welcome Petraman and Whips World. They said, Whips World said, hey, you said no wet your plants. This is wet your pants because no bathroom break.
Yeah.
Trying to get home.
And I actually do kind of have to pee, but I'm going to be all right. Finish my Pepsi, being my root beer. They didn't have Pepsi.
Yeah. We stopped at Taco Bell and they were out of like every drink except for root beer, sweet tea, and Diet Pepsi.
I like how the guy went through every time I tried to change it. He told me they were out of it instead of just telling me what he has, which were just 3 things. It's like it's just a guessing game.
Welcome, Holly.
Hey, Holly. Somebody else just go live? Oh, I saw a notification.
No.
Okay. Making sure. Man.
Rather just have water than any of that. We have water in the bag. We have like, I don't know, maybe 8 bottles of water left.
Yeah, I got a 24 pack. In fact, I'm gonna have one right now. Who can pass me a water?
Oh, Zachary is reaching for it.
Oh, good morning, Zachary. He's awake.
Pull off the road and find a bush, wave to traffic.
Thank you. Wave what at traffic?
I don't know.
Same. I mostly drink water, but on vacation, and it always catches up to me too because I always feel much worse when I'm just drinking a lot of soda and alcohol, and I definitely feel dehydrated from it. It kind of breaks my routine because I usually have a big bottle of water with me at home at all times, so it's just all I'm drinking all day.
So these numbers, let's see, it was exit 50 something before, and now it's exit 38. So we're probably 38 miles from Louisiana since it's counting down.
Once we're in Louisiana, we're pretty freaking close at the top of the boot.
Welcome, Bunny Viper. Bunny Viper should have been there.
I know, it sucked. Things happen. We missed you a lot, though. Everybody was asking about you.
Oh, there's a car pulled over on the other side.
Yeah.
And welcome, Heather, to Cooley.
Cool.
Did you see all the stuff Kevin bought? His mother is going to kill him, is what Petraman says.
I didn't see it, but I've heard tales of his fish buying, and I feel like every time I walked past him, he was buying something. And then on the last day, they were breaking down the tanks and stuff, and he was trying to haggle for some CPDs. I'm pretty sure he got a whole bag of those.
Matt was sad people weren't in fishfam.link, but we were there. We were in his live stream.
Yeah.
And Steven was about to come up. He clicked the link. And then you're like, I guess I'm going to turn it off.
So I just said, fine. I'll do my own.
I should have streamed for the rest of the time we were driving. Then all of these people would have been there.
Hello, policeman. I see you. I was just passing this other car, just doing innocent things. Just an innocent driver, not speeding. Okay, people, don't slow down to 60. He's not going to pull you over because you're going a mile over.
Oh, there's more police up here.
Yeah, we're in the speed trap zone, so now I have to go
This is
40 because everyone just slams on their brakes. They see a cop, like overcompensating.
Lady Diane was getting a tooth pulled that broke on day 1 of her vacation.
Oh no!
He had 30 bags and totes of fish.
And he's flying.
Yeah.
That would stress me the hell out. I don't care how badly I want it. I mean, I guess like if I go to Clash, I'll travel with a few bags, but
I would say
still be stressed out.
I would only be comfortable traveling with what can be carry on.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna check. I don't know where they're putting that stuff. It'd be hot gold. That's a lot of like, and just getting them home and then getting them in a tank. Like, how many different tanks are they going in? Are you about to like bombard a tank by a load with a bunch of fish? I don't know.
Then said she heard, she wasn't there, but she's heard 20 bags of stuff to 800 fish. Probably somewhere in the middle.
Were there even 800 fish at the event?
Probably. There were like 800 clown loaches in one tank.
Yeah, that was a comical little area there with like all of those fish shears on top of each other and the fire eels surrounding some super red wikia.
Yeah.
I was looking for rainbow fish, and I guess they were there, but they were kind of few and far between, and the auction prices were just ridiculous. I was looking for guppies too, just to see what they've got. Mostly like rare goodies and things like that.
There's a whole rare goodie at auction.
Yeah, I went up there.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, that was, I forgot what day that was. I think y'all were at the movies, or no, not the movies. I think y'all were at maybe at the arcade thing.
Was that we were at the arcade when y'all were fishing, so
Okay.
You didn't go to the goodie at auction.
Whatever day that was, went up there, gave them all my life story to register to bid, and then just waited for something cool. I mean, I didn't get to look at it ahead of time, and I noticed that there were not any guppies. And then Ed said they frown upon guppies. Like, they're too snobby for guppies.
At the live fair auction, though, it was mostly guppies. There was like one bag of swordtails. There were maybe like 10 bags of goodies.
I think they were still unloading bags, but we went there.
But they had a whole table of
guppies. Yeah, they were good-looking guppies. But there seemed to be more people than there were bags of fish. And given what I saw happen at the Goodyear auction, where freaking a pair of platies went for $200, I mean, they know something I don't know. I'm not about to go fill the mosh pit with $200 platies. I would wake up every freaking day and go check on them platies.
And you may not even be able to see them because sometimes you put a fish in there and they hide in the back.
Yep. They don't always show themselves. What am I missing in chat?
So Bunny Viper, well, I think you saw in another chat that she got pea puffers and Obvious Creek.
Yes.
Both Monty. Which are the most like vibrant colored.
Yep.
There's Monty.
Obvious Creek is the good collection point. Everything, like, they're all very orange. I like those.
Orange and purple instead of yellow and blue.
Yeah, good coloration on those. I've only ever had aquariums trained both Monty until the ones that Maria Z sent me. She said she got it from Imperial Tropicals, and Imperial Tropicals carries Gary Lang's line of them. So, I mean, they look good. I just don't know what collection point they are.
Is Petraman's name Joe?
I think so.
Okay. Petraman also said that his daughter is a third grade teacher. She started back at school, or she is back to school this week. So Petraman, I don't know if you were there Wednesday, but I announced that I had turned in my resignation. I have a new job that I start in 2 weeks as an IT project coordinator for the University of New Orleans. So otherwise, I would have had to be at school today because the school district I was at started back today.
Hooray. So you got 2 weeks off.
2 weeks off, which lines up with freely being able to go to Aquashella as long as everybody's healthy.
Yeah. So Who said they would have spent too much money?
Um, Ian said he wishes he could have gone, but he would have spent too much money. He can spend too much money at Fishtoberfest.
Yeah. Well, it depends, Ian, what would you have been looking for? Cichlids, now the babes in the cichlid hobby auction, there was a lot of stuff. In fact, I left early just because people. It was very crowded in there, got very stuffy. I had some shots, but like they would have had to keep the shots continuously coming for me to be intoxicated enough to start impulse bidding. So like I would be kind of buzzed, and then that buzz would go away, and I'd realize I'm in a room full of people, and it's loud, and it's stuffy and hot, and I need to go get some fresh air. And also, most of what they were auctioning off were cichlids, obviously.
Yeah.
And I don't know what they're worth, but a lot of them are going for a lot. There was like a 6-pack of Pandagar that went for $80, and that kind of gave me an idea of like, oh, people are paying too much for fish in this room right now.
Now, I wasn't there because the babes auction was not kid friendly.
Yeah.
When Stephen was asking about it and we were buying the raffle tickets, they like looked at our children and they're like, kids can't come. So while I was sitting at the house with the kids, Stephen sent me a message. I just bought 12 angelfish.
Yeah, they did have angelfish. Yeah, I was like, maybe I'll bid on these, but the other thing was that this auction was cash only. I forgot to go to the ATM, but apparently the ATM had run out of money. So I had like $30 in my wallet, and I would not have been able to buy much of anything. Yeah, really.
Wasn't there a mystery box that sold for $250?
Yep, there was a mystery box. And I think the way it worked was someone bid on the mystery box, took what they wanted out of it, and then gave it back. They auctioned it off again. And again, someone paid $250 for it. And apparently they auctioned off after that. I had already left, but they auctioned it off at least one more time. And from what I heard, though, there was was it a Tennessee Fish Mafia shirt?
Yeah, I think that's what Ed said.
And then a bunch of shovel-nosed catfish. I don't know if there were $250 worth of shovel-nosed catfish.
How much is a shovel-nosed catfish worth?
I don't know. I think they auctioned off some Corridoras, a bunch of single specimen Synodonta species that were going for between $80 and $100 a piece. What did Bonnie just say?
Bonnie said, I found an extra hyphen quarry in the old tank today.
Oh, cool.
And Petraman said, I just bought Panda Quarry 6, the one on Discus Hans, and bought 4 to 5 inch white leopard discus.
Ooh. Nice.
And Lady Diane said we got to meet Dan.
Yes. That was fun. Got to have a conversation with Dan. I got to have several conversations with Bentley Pasco. And then just so many people from Fish Fam.
Did you get to talk any to Gary Lang, or you just saw his talk and then left at the end?
Just left. But I'm not going to be the person to approach somebody I don't know. Like, if I haven't talked to them previously through email or chat or something, I'm too introverted to just like go up to them and say something.
And then Bunny asked if we're going to the Clash, right? And yes.
Yep.
We are going to the Clash. And you're going to Fishtoberfest.
Yep. We still have to get our flights, get our plane tickets for the Clash.
Yeah.
Hopefully the ones we're looking at are still available.
They were still available like 2 days ago whenever I looked. Welcome, Debbie Holding.
Debbie.
Petraman's going to be breeding the white leopard discus. Petroman, how do you feel about discus in planted tanks? They have to be planted. Well, they have not planted, but they live with plants in the wild, right?
Or Blackwater. I don't know. I've seen many planted discus tanks. I think the whole discus hobby still just has a lot of people doing it the way that they've always been doing it, and they're never going to change it regardless. Are you wanting discus now instead of angels, or do you want both?
No, I mean, eventually, maybe one day, Black Ghost Knife will need to move to a larger tank, and then maybe that's the tank to add discus to.
Yeah, you can do that. But surely we'll just be made of money at the time we upgrade that tank.
Yeah, surely. Carrie wants to know if we know what airport we're flying into the Clash. It would probably be Philadelphia.
Okay.
It's PHL.
Yeah. Just leave that up to you. Because we're renting a car, so it doesn't matter if we're like 30 minutes away or an hour and a half away.
But the larger airports will be the cheapest
True.
to fly into.
Got to get that car rental, though. I don't like being chauffeured around. I prefer to have freedom. Even if I end up not leaving the hotel at all, I like the idea that I could if I wanted to.
Yeah. Not in the Amazon, no plants but driftwood, but I have kept plants in my discus tanks. Remember, the water is 86 degrees, so you can only have certain plants.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, there's a lot of plants that are compatible with that heat, but you're not going to be doing a high-tech CO2 injected masterpiece. No mosses, probably. Sure.
No. Can crypts go hot?
Some of them,
Swords?
I think. Yeah, I think so with sword. Like, again, this is like Amazon swords. I don't know about like the specialty man-made varieties and all that. Same with like the basic crypts can do that. Java Fern can do it.
Annette says that we're going to be her personal driver at the Clash along with Kyle.
Oh, like Kyle will also be your personal driver.
Yeah.
I think whoever's at the airport closest to it.
And Bunny is going to try Amazon swords with her Severum. I've heard that Severum are not super plant friendly.
Yeah, I heard that they just chomp them and pull them and stuff.
An established sword plant would have good roots and be difficult to uproot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, they're not good with plants.
No.
Aren't there some plants that are supposed to taste really bad to fish? They say that there's sometimes.
Figure out which ones.
Lady Diane asked if we have Costco membership. No.
We haven't even had a Costco that long in Baton Rouge, actually. Just in the last few years.
And it's been over 10 years that it's been here.
Jesus, I just don't go anywhere. It feels new to me, and I've still never been to it, and I've probably only passed it twice.
You know, until we lost our other mall, people were still calling the Mall of Louisiana the new mall, and it was built in 1996 or something.
Yeah, now we have the basically dead mall, and then the better mall, but I still don't want to go because it's a mall.
Petroman keeps crypts, swords, Anubias, and Java Fern in his discus tanks. Ivy says she has bigger swords and have to surround with rocks because of the geos. They're supposed to be tough and taste bad. Just thought she'd try.
Bigger swords. Well,
Yeah.
why do plecos like the taste of them so much?
Um, well, Pluckos also like the taste of that Rapashi. Did you like it?
No,
No.
no, that's still the worst thing I've had.
Lady Diane says Costco has the best rental prices, but Expedia is okay. Just rent early and pay later.
Gotcha. Yeah, we should go ahead and book our flights.
Just I have to see what will be going on with me on Monday after the clash. That would be the only.
Yeah, you just tell your new employer, look, this is happening whether you like it or not.
Carrie, fly down to New Orleans first, and then just fly with us.
What airport did you fly into?
She wanted to make sure she was going to an airport that other people were going to.
Okay. Is it going to be Philly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Petroman says, I use 3-inch carob sea sand bed and fertilize with Osmocote.
Osmocote.
Okay.
Yeah, root tabs with the Osmocote fertilizer right inside of them. Like
I have put in
capsules.
mini ice trays and put them under the sand.
Oh, well, yeah, that method too. Freeze them.
And June says she has 3 kinds of plants: living, dying, and dead.
What about torn in half by Oscars?
Well, that probably goes in the dying.
Well, it wouldn't die. It would recover if the Oscars just keep doing it. So living is like anything that's in the beta sorority and elsewhere. And then dying is just like any plant that you have put in the Oscar tank at any point.
But I think June said that the Val Giganteo is doing well.
Yeah.
Or is it still too big for them to get?
Yeah, and it roots pretty well if it gets established and they leave it alone long enough. So Gardens is saying she has no direct flights. Didn't you find direct flights for us? From
No, not anymore.
See, I said I hope that flight's still available.
No, none of those were direct flights.
There
were direct flights like 4 months ago, and Southwest replaced them all. Southwest has very similar flight times to the other places now.
No. Remember, before we went to Triple Crown,
they were direct flights. They were one layover.
You told me they were direct.
I did not.
I remember this.
Can you meet me in St. Louis? I fly Southwest.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know where the layovers are.
Yeah. Well, let's see, we're flying Southwest from New Orleans. Layovers could be
anywhere.
Charlotte. It could be even Chicago. I think been there. Or Atlanta. That's why not.
Well, when we flew to Pittsburgh from New Orleans, we stopped in Dulles on the way there.
Yeah.
And on the way back, we stopped in Chicago.
Yeah.
And that is just sending flight information.
Oh.
For her.
Oh.
Not for us.
Oh. You're going to be a travel agent?
No. Lady Diane says she hopes it's St. Louis. It also depends on how long our layover is, because if it's like a 30-minute layover, there's like no time for anything.
You will not book a flight with a 30-minute layover.
Well, it doesn't. I don't know that it showed what time and how long the layover was.
No, it'll tell you. And you just it's got to be at least an hour and a half is comfortable.
Yeah.
An hour layover is still like kind of iffy, especially if like you're landing 10 minutes late or something and it's crowded as hell and you're like in one of the terrible busy
Ivy said
airports.
she couldn't find a Southwest flight into Pittsburgh, but couldn't talk to a human either. But Ivy, I think Philadelphia is much closer than Pittsburgh to the Clash. So you wouldn't want to fly into Pittsburgh.
Unless it's like hella cheap to do it and you just want to drive, make the drive.
Yeah, but what if it's like a 4-hour drive?
Some people don't mind those drives. Like Lefty, he drove, 13 hours or so?
Yeah.
Longer because of
what
the
is
speed.
his drive going to be like from Texas back to Connecticut? That's miserable.
Some people like driving. I'm okay with it, but not for that long. Like, I get the road hip. Like right now, if I was not streaming and talking, I would be trying to keep my eyes open, honestly. But now it's perfectly fine.
We are maybe 6 miles away from Louisiana.
Awesome. I miss my doggies, and I guess I miss the cat, and I miss my fish. There was only one, at least as that we know of, there was one casualty, fish casualty while we were out of picked rainbow fish.
Stan has a question. I trust y'all's judgment, but curious, do y'all stop at all to check on the fish, like rest stops, or do y'all just hope for the best in between stops? How long between? So we have the shrimp in a bag up here at the front by me, so I can look at them whenever I want. The ghost knife in the bucket, we did not check at the rest stop, but we did check as soon as we got at the hotel, which was about 5.5 hours. And then we did a water change, and we fed and then did a water change and checked on him throughout the night and before we left.
Yeah.
And so we'll check him again whenever we get to the house.
And he's in good condition because Brennan sent us home with a seeded sponge filter and then 2 additional gallons of his water pre-treated. Yeah. So we only did a gallon water change because the bucket's maybe 2/3 full at max. So
yeah, there's probably 2.5 gallons of water, 2.5.
Yeah. But that fish is really happy. Like, I normally, if a big old fish that's like curved around a bucket, I wouldn't expect that to be eagerly eating, just sitting there. But no, he's swimming around like, this is my home now. And then I dropped bloodworms and he started hoovering them up.
Yep.
He or she, I don't know, actually.
I looked up how to sex a ghost knife, and pretty much you cannot. There's no sexual dimorphism. Some people say that the eyes can be a little bit more at the top or closer to the nose, but that until you see breeding behavior, that you cannot know for sure.
Dang. Okay, well, I'm going to be sexist and by default just call it a he.
Why? Because it's not a pink ghost knife?
Yeah.
Okay. So max like 6 to 8 hours, you wouldn't be concerned if I transport my own fish in the future. Or would you say less if no cycled filter?
I've never had to transport a fish like this, but I feel...
But you send fish in bags, and they're not with cycled filter media, and they can go days. The shrimp that we bought from Grant are in a bag, and he said that we asked if we needed to change bag water or do anything, and he said that his shrimp will be fine all with like not rebagging them. So yeah, I think that they could probably take any drive that you're making as long as it's in a climate controlled vehicle. Like however long you could handle being in a car, the fish could probably handle being in a bag or bucket.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's just the temperature is important. We have like this little 10-watt USB heater that I got on Amazon, which if you hatch brine shrimp like in that Zis blender thing, that's like a really good heater because it's small, suction cups on the inside, and it runs off a USB power, and it has the digital thermostat. It's kind of like the co-op where the temperature setting is in line with the cord outside of the tank.
We're in Louisiana. We should be less than an hour from home at this point. I know people were asking.
Yeah, we're about an hour or less than an hour.
Yeah, hour or less.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm at this point. I've been checking on the ghost. Like we got the ghost knife on Wednesday when Brandon came in. So we've had the ghost knife for like 5 days, and we check on him every time we're about to get home. He's always swimming around, being happy. For a 1.5 gallon like a fishbowl heater. So it's not like you're not going to get a 5 gallon bucket up to temperature with it, but it helps. Like we sleep in super cold at like 67 degrees at night, and so the heater was keeping the water at like 73. Good enough for that night. Oh, it's coming down hard, so you'll have to be looking at chat more than me.
I am. Ben said, I figured as much, I just wasn't sure if outside lights or exposure made a difference from that. I've never had to stick with transport even more than 15 minutes from 360.
Yeah.
Our bucket has a lid on it, so there is no additional light, which probably makes him feel more comfortable.
Yeah, he's a ghost knife. Normally they're supposed to be nocturnal, although Brennan says that this one's very active and even eats out of his hand, which I believe him because, like, he has not been acting all skittish at all. Like, we open the bucket lid and he's still swimming around.
Yeah. Paul Sotero said that it took him 12 hours to get home to North Carolina with his stuff. They had bad storms. A lot of places are having storms. It's been pretty dry on the drive back, and so this time.
Yeah, well, yesterday it was off and on raining the entire time, where like I had to keep adjusting my windshield wipers, so I couldn't decide between drizzle and off and full blown. I don't even know if people can hear us right now, honestly. How loud it is. But yeah, sound check. Can y'all hear us?
Or maybe they just hear rain.
Yeah. But my only experience traveling with fish, other than shipping or like driving off the LFS, was Aquashella last year in October when I bought 2 Betas. And given that they're Betas, Betas put up with a lot of crap.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to make sure that they were warm. And so, like, overnight at the hotel, I just filled the sink with fairly warm water, and then like changed out the water in the morning. And then when I had them in the car, I just kind of kept them in the cup holders, wrapped with one of my t-shirts, and they're fine. They're both still alive.
Lady Diane, we are not going 90 anymore, just 80. Dennis said he hears the rain, it's loud. It's flashing off, but I can see another patch of dark clouds up ahead.
Yeah, followed by very clear blue sky. Yeah. Yeah, it just like got really bad for a second. No, don't go 90 in the rain. When it comes down to the point where I can only see like the car in front of me, that's some scary, scary stuff for me.
We have children and a ghost knife to get home safely.
Oh yeah. I heard I made a sharp turn. It was bumpy today, and I heard the water slosh in the buckets.
Yeah.
So Patrick says the longest I ever drove was 20 hours straight, but I was in my 40s. I'm in my 30s, and I can't do that.
No.
Could not do that.
The longest we've ever gone was to South Carolina, right?
That was a solid 14 hours. And we actually had to pull over, and we didn't have no money, so we pulled over in the parking lot of a hotel. And
with our little dog.
Yes. Our little dog too. Yeah.
We've also traveled with a chinchilla in the back of the car.
Yeah. Well, I'm not worried too much about traveling with mammals for the most part, because they're fine with the climate control we have in the vehicle.
Yeah.
And I also,
the fish too.
Yeah, and I know the shrimp these are neos, so I know that neos can put up with a lot of abuse just because neos do well in all the range of water parameters I keep my tanks.
We have a few people asking about what happened to Mary Page. Mary Page had a gallbladder attack. She talked about it in the morning show. She's in surgery right now.
Yep. Somebody's got more of an update. Because I know she was in surgery. Like when we started the stream, she was in surgery. So,
yeah.
Hey, Shelby.
It should be. I mean,
Eduardo. Yeah, he wasn't there this morning.
And so is Patrick.
Yeah. So yeah, hopefully all is going well. I was worried about her yesterday because she literally, she was just hugging the toilet, could not keep anything down, not even liquids. I know that's scary.
So, it should be an easy surgery. It's very common surgery. So, it sucks, but at least it's something that should hopefully.
Yeah.
And usually it's laparoscopic or endoscopic, where they just have to make an incision. They don't have to cut people all the way open. So it should be a pretty easy recovery.
Mods, kill it. I didn't make this subscribers only. Unless you're interested in Love Chat XYZ Best Adult Dating Site, I don't know. No judgment here. You do you.
I got it.
Haven't had one of those in a long time. That's how you know you've made it, when the bots randomly find your stream. When she told us what her symptoms were in Kevin's stream, I asked if she had it checked because it sounded exactly what happened to me. Gallbladder surgery is relatively fast recovery. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Zen didn't even get it first. I got it first. She said she was typing.
Yeah, well, look at that long-ass novel that she wrote right before that. And she's on her phone, I'm sure, and so that's not easy.
She's on her phone planning a way to get to Dallas?
Yep. Wow. No, we're going to go to Houston. We're going to drag her out of her house, buy her hair, really traumatize the kids, thinking that mommy's never coming back. No, we're just taking her to an aquatic event. It's going to be all right.
It's the same bot that's in everybody's chat, too.
Or something similar. I just want to know who sees that and they're like, oh, this is interesting. I will check this out. I've always wondered if there was adult dating websites out there.
Did you not know that there were adult dating websites?
I know now. The gears are spinning in my head. What am I going to do with that information?
Lillian's in there suggesting that people go.
Oh, my Lillian. No. gardens is beautiful.
It's a bot.
It's a bot. What if it's a self-aware bot? Maybe it'll start to have some misgivings about its behavior. Like, let's be more polite. It'll start integrating with fish fam before it wants people to check out. But it all varies.
What if the bot started saying, like, check out these radness interests?
Like he's sucking up for her, Annette. She's just making sure she stays in my good graces all the time. You never know. It hasn't been said yet. The Triple Crown was great fun. Yeah, it was great to meet you, Paul, and your wife.
And everyone there. There were a lot of people. There were people on the stairs in that picture, and people who didn't make it to the picture.
So who didn't make it to the picture? I know
Skipper.
So the hippies, Hippie John and Sherry, Mississippi Hippie, didn't make it. Yeah, Skipper didn't get there. Was Skipper and Jennifer not in the picture?
Yeah, neither of them were in. Somebody else wasn't there. They were at the talk. I feel like they said you picked the time that the most interesting talk was on.
Who was talking at that point?
Oh, it was James that missed it.
Oh,
because he was in the talk.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, we're passing an oversized load. Someone's just taking their house down the highway.
Yep.
And it's taking up part of this lane, so let's get around this. All right, there we go.
Yep. Zen Ginger said, Robert said, don't click it because it gave him a virus. Pretty sure he was kidding, but it's still probably accurate. So Robert clicked it, I guess. And Ivy says Gina and her will be doing a night stream for her birthday on August 10th.
Yay.
Here.
Are we back? Do-do-do.
Let's see.
Am I taking this exit? Yeah.
Yes, you're taking this exit. Getting off the interstate, maybe.
Yeah, there's nothing at the top of Louisiana. It's like, welcome to Louisiana. There goes all your technology. Oh, right.
Right.
Yeah, now we're in, where are we?
Montpelier.
Isn't that the capital of Vermont?
It is. But
We backtracked really
back
bad.
and better than before and much more clear.
Oh, yeah, I'm actually, using, it says 5G, so cool. All right.
See? And 1019 is.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, we're going to be going down this country highway for the next 30 miles. Yep. Welcome to Louisiana, where everything's bumpy. Cool. What was I talking about that probably nobody heard?
Let's see.
Wasn't it? I don't think the chat was even responding to it because.
Oh, were you at the top towering over everyone?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, that's right. We were talking about who didn't make it to the picture because there was a tall one on. Yep. I was told tall people go up top. And so I walked up top because I was a tall people.
In fact, did Stephen pee his pants? Is what Scotty asked.
Not yet.
And welcome Bex and Kyle.
There's Beaks and Kyle.
So we were fully expecting to go there and have Bruiser tower over Stephen. We didn't find anyone who was taller than Stephen except for Ryan from Wild Fish
Tanks.
He's very tall.
He's quite tall.
Is he taller than Fishy Biz? You think Fishy Biz is taller than you?
Yeah, he is. I think they might be the same height. But I don't know. Like, people who are taller than me are rare, so I'm not like thinking, how much taller than me are they? And then, of course, like, people shorter than me are just everywhere. So
I was probably the shortest person there.
nope.
No?
I saw short people. I saw
children?
Short. No. What about Carrie? How tall is Carrie?
Carrie was right next to me in the picture.
Yeah, I know. And I'm trying to remember.
And I'm pretty sure she was similar to taller.
Okay. Tall timbers, truck stop, casino. I don't know where the flip we are.
There was a water tower that said Westview.
Like still, Westview is like the most generic town name.
We went to WandaVision.
Yeah. And we're not even on the interstate. Where is this taking us?
Lady Diane said that she sat by Ryan at the banquet and he is close to the same height as Fishy Biz.
I know.
Whip,
freaking tall people. I think Whip is going to be the Whip. You going to the Clash or Aquashella or something or Mishtoberfest? Where am I going to see you? I got to see how.
Stand back to back and see who's taller.
Yeah, see how big a boy are you? Yeah, he's definitely the tallest. What's Whip, like 7, 8 foot?
He said, yeah, the Flash.
All right.
Is Whip 8 feet tall? Is that the rumor you're going to spread?
Maybe.
All the way to September?
I heard he has neck cramps because he doesn't have vaulted ceilings in his house. Just make up things about it. What's like the Paul Bunyan tall tales? Like you can ice skate with pancakes or something like that.
What? Why would you ice skate with pancakes? What does being tall have to do?
People were like, what is that book? The Paul Bunyan book, where they're cooking pancakes for him. And they're just like, you know what? Let's change the subject because I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm tired. Where did I go with that?
I don't know. Jimmy B says Liv is 11 feet tall.
Oh, that works.
Bex, there's no way that you're shorter than me.
What? No, Vex is like normal average height.
Thanks.
I'm sorry, am I supposed to pretend that you're normal average height?
No.
And that I'm normal average height?
No. Zen said she wants a panoramic pic of everyone in order of height.
That would be fun. Or just the top 10 tallest people at the Clash and then the top 10 shortest people in the same photo.
Just make a video, like a fish tube video. You'll never believe who the top 10 tallest fish fan people are. Put a shocked face thumbnail.
Number
and then
6
put everybody's silhouettes who are on the list.
It would go viral. People would watch it, and then they would be like, I don't know who any of these people are. And also, I thought I was looking at tallest people in the world, but these people were just like 6 foot something. They don't. Well, there's like tall people who are genuinely like dangerously tall. Like their life is shortened because of it. Because like everything, like organs and shit are enlarged.
That would be hilarious, though. Someone's thinking they're getting the top 10 tallest people in the world, and they're just getting a range of like 6'2" to 6'5".
Out of a sample of 200 people, 20 of which I actually wasn't too shy to approach. And of those 20, we found 3. God, this road never ends, and I still don't even have
at least 25 miles.
I have no frame of reference for where we are because I see trees.
We're by the cemetery and the trees.
There's trees, there's a cemetery, and there's a van that needs to speed up.
Dennis is about 6'1". So earlier we asked for everyone's age. Now we can ask for everyone to put their height.
Are we about to find out truly how tall Whip is, or is he going to just like make some shit up?
Somewhere between 8 and 11 feet is what the rumors say. Paul wants to rest his elbows on Beck's head. Paul wasn't that tall.
I don't know. If he's not taller than me,
how tall is Paul?
How tall is Paul?
And he picked up, was it Aquatic Arts that was giving away food samples?
Yeah.
They were giving away a bunch of food samples.
Well, I think, I don't know. I got free food sample from Shelby and Grant.
Yeah.
From buying shrimp and, oh yeah, I bought moss too. And I bought a mosaic plant that just still in the bag. And yeah. I think I was supposed to, well, no, he told me it'd be fine. Bentley was like, maybe put a wet paper towel in there. And I just forgot to do anything to it. So we'll see.
Dee Dee just came in.
Dee Dee.
Scotty is still taller than me. He thinks he's short, but he's still taller than me.
There you go. Lightning.
That lightning went all the way across the sky.
Double lightning all the way across the sky. 5 foot 2.5. Oh, you just like holding on to the half inches and stuff. Yeah.
Well, other people were too. Patrick is 5'8.5".
All right.
Alishon says 6'5".
What did Guard say? She's 5'8"?
5'8". Dennis said he was 6'3" when he was 35 years younger.
Wait, is Kyle taller than me? Or is he like the same height? Or no, Kyle might be like 6 foot even.
I don't know.
Something like that.
Kyle says, "Hey there, bunny." That's his height.
Hey there, bunny. I'm not gonna ask weight.
No,
I can promise.
because you can't ask something that you're not willing to give out.
There you go. Oh,
Barney's is the shortest in her family. Me too. Are you the shortest in your family, Stephen?
No, I'm actually the tallest.
Who do you think is the second tallest, Jeremy or Russ?
They might be the same height, which is like 6 foot or 5'11" or something.
Yeah. If you didn't know, Stephen has 4 brothers, and 2 of them are tall, like him, and 2 are average to short. I don't know.
Yeah.
So they're not related to me.
Oh my God, the bot doesn't quit. I see pails in the bag. What fish did you score? Well, we got some shrimp from Garden of Eater. Those are not in the pails. Those are just in a bag. But yeah, in the blue bucket right there, that has a black ghost knife, which we didn't buy there. Brennan Misfit brought it to us to surprise Jenna for her 55-gallon. Gotta love the bots. No, we don't. Hate the bots.
I like how Lillian is in the car and could just say things out loud. But instead of typing in chat.
Yeah. Oh my God. What is the speed limit? 55?
55.
All right. This mofo is going 50.
But it's too windy and rainy to go around them.
No, it's two other car coming this direction. But once that car passes, I am going around it.
Whip said, I knocked on a door once and a very put out dude who rested his head on his forearm, which he had on top of the front door fan. He was big. Like he was too tall to fit through the door. Is I think what he's saying.
Driving cars is annoying when you're tall. Also, flying coach when you're tall is annoying. But when you're also tall and wide, it's horrible. Okay. All right, Mr. Van. I appreciate your safety conscious behavior, but I want to be home. All right.
The Surf Pro like a cleaning service?
I don't know.
Show some Jason rage.
I don't have that kind of road rage. I don't drive enough to like be fed up with it.
Like he doesn't yell in his road rage.
No, he just uses the naughty words, which I will on occasion. But for me, pure road rage is like whenever you make it clear to the other driver that you're unhappy, either with certain hand gestures or the horn honking, or just like, good God, hydroplane, or just flailing about in the car.
No, we don't need to go 20 miles.
No, we're going 15 over. Now we're only 14, 13. I'll set it right there, 13 miles over.
John, someone driving slower with a lefty?
This dude was driving slower than Lefty.
Yeah, he was going.
He really wanted to save gas.
Well, it's Surf Pro, so it's a company. So there was probably a window of time for their service. He's making sure he gets there at the very end of the window.
It's a company van. There's probably a governor on it too, or at least something that's going to report his speed every second of his drive. Jason was losing his shit as usual when he was driving back yesterday.
Whip said he hasn't been measured since foosball. Back then, he was 6'5" and pushing 250.
Whoa. So what was back then? Like high school foosball? I know. The bot made you do stuff, Kyle. I feel bad about that. I want to make it subscribers only, but I don't think you can even do it from mobile.
Maybe.
I hate making my bot do things. Although sometimes it's fun to ban somebody. You feel like you've exercised absolute power. You no longer welcome.
Alshon is tall too. He said he was 6'5". He said flew to South Carolina in one of those 3-seater per row. Could not stand up straight and knees jammed into the seat in front of me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hippie John came in. We got to see him. But
Yeah. Hippie John and Mississippi Hippie. It was great to meet them.
But maybe Hippie John can tell us why they weren't in the photo. What were they doing?
Just being away from people. Like after the photo, we were standing around, and Hippie John had showed up at that point. He was just like, "Yep, social anxiety." I'm like, "Yeah, there's a lot of people standing around, and you kind of feel like I don't know where to go. Why is everyone here?" But for the most part, it was fine. Just occasionally, you're like, okay, I'm surrounded by like 50 people, and I'm not talking to anybody right now, and I don't know what to say, and no one's talking to me, and I feel weird, so I'm gonna go outside.
Is 1019 in denim?
I don't know.
I'm just wondering because it's saying we're less than 30 minutes from home. So that has to be, and we're on 16, which is range, right?
Are we? Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, this 16 goes, or 16 Florida Boulevard.
No.
Okay. I don't know. Or is because I thought Highway 64 was a range and Highway 16 was Florida. Maybe they should just name them and stop
I
numbering.
don't know.
It's like L numbers, plecos.
What about the swap? Did you all go?
Yeah, the swap was the place to be if you were like really, really wanting to get COVID. Like, I don't feel like I have COVID yet, so I'm going to go to that swap. That was a bunch of tables lined up in a hall, and just there was like no direction, predetermined direction to go in. People just kind of approaching from the back and either side and just kind of breathing all over you. And I did go, yeah. So, fingers crossed.
Your mom texted me and asked, do you want her to pick up the kids Friday morning or Thursday night?
Thursday night.
That would make more sense.
Yeah. Did you work your way back north yet? Yeah, where are you at, Happy John? Y'all went back to Mississippi or you headed back to Wisconsin? I took a pass through the swap. Nope, avoid that from now on. Yeah. I mean, I looked at a few things, but again, like nothing jumped out at me where I was like, I have to have that. I didn't really make tank space. The only thing that I would have bought would be something that I knew would go in Jenna's tank.
Yeah.
Um,
And I want specific things.
Yeah, no one was going to be selling glass catfish there. But yeah, I could have owned angelfish at the bitch auction, but they were like dime size. Like it was a bag about that big, and there were probably at least a dozen angels in there. And they were like snack size for a bigger fish.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to put anything too baby sized in there with Ghost Night because he's not full size, but he is large enough that Brennan said that he could eat a tetra. That he ate some black neon tetras whenever he forgot to feed him.
Well, yeah, he said he had a bunch in there, and then, occasionally he would snack on one, but then I think there was a period of time where he didn't feed the tank. So the Ghost Knight was like, well, I guess I'm going to have a few more of these. Scuba Steve-O, the champion.
Hippie John is in Mississippi.
Okay. Glad to meet you hippies too, yep. Nice.
Bex is insisting that you keep your hands at 10 and 2.
That's so uncomfortable.
Does anyone drive like that once their driving test?
She can't see what there it goes. It's I keep freezing. Yeah, I don't think we got to the middle of nowhere yet, so do with the robot. 3 and 6.
3 and 6.
Yeah, so that's odd. It's like you're making a turn, but you're not.
Yeah, I think my hand is at
My hand's usually
7:30 and off the wheel.
Yeah. Well, I'm usually right now I'm at 6 and water. Hell no. One-handed, lean back and chilling unless I'm on 25, and it's white knuckle because 25.
It's 25 Berry Highway.
I inferred that 25 sucks.
New local Austin came in. He's excited about Aquashella.
Me too.
Is he gonna have to go through the crowd and get barbecue for you?
Yeah, that barbecue is happening again, Michael. I need you.
Even though I'm gonna be there.
Look, if you're willing to do that for me, then I'll give you my beer tickets.
What if I don't love you as much as Michael does?
Then I need you, Michael. What? Denver is officially 1 hour away from Denver. I'm confused. One-handed leaning back. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. I prefer the Make Jenna Panic. There we go.
See,
my knees are at 7, and the other one can't touch the wheel. I just do that to remind her who's in charge as the captain of this van right now.
And you'll feel so bad if you are the one who wrecks the van.
Oh yeah, I would, but I don't do anything I'm not 100% confident. I made Gardens mad. Dallas.
You're gonna make her not want to ride with you. Flash.
Well, then she's got Kyle as backup.
Oh, Mike came in.
Mike B, welcome. Why did they put us on this country ass road for this long? I don't remember going this way when he came up. That's weird.
Maybe they're like, look, it's about to be traffic time because traffic has moved up to 4 o'clock now.
Kill the bot. The relentless bot.
It was Zen got it.
Okay. It was a delay popping up in there, but man. I got to the swap before the mob realized it was open. Yeah, I didn't know it was open until everyone else in Fish Fam was like, we're going to the swap. I would have got rainbows. I could put those somewhere. Or Student McGill's. Not the Santa Dorsalis, though, because Jason's got those in their brackish, and ours, he might even do full salt. Not yet. Not ready for that yet.
If you're going to go brackish, then you might as well go full salt. Right?
Well, so the thing about brackish is that you can still do plants. Java fern, you can do that in brackish.
There are saltwater plants.
Yeah, but not really. I mean, if I was going to do salt, I would do what Kelly wants to do, which is the macroalgae. And then I'll be full salt, and I'll look at these beautiful reefs and think, I want one of those. And then I won't know what I'm doing when I'm going to buy frags, and I'll spend $1,000 on frags that
I will say that you
kill
can
each
have
other.
a coral reef whenever you reach in and pick out the one you want.
That one sting? No, that one sting?
The answer is yes.
Yeah.
Welcome, James.
Hey, James.
Watch out for this car.
Nah. It was good seeing James again. I met him in Aquashella, Dallas last year. Oh, my God. Hurry up, dude. That's the extent of my road rage. Hey, turn faster. There you go.
Matt wants friends. So everyone, whenever you get those spam bots, send them over to Matt at fishfam.link. Just forward them to Matt.
Yeah.
Is that what he's implying?
I mean, I'm pretty sure that whatever dating site that is, the women who are supposedly on the dating site are also fake bot accounts.
He just wants friendship.
Yeah, I'm not judging anyone for being friends with robots. James, you made it home.
Friends with Smarter Child?
I don't know. See, back in the day, Smarter Child was like when I was still like an immature kid. So I think our friendship was kind of rocky because every now and then I would just start insulting it to see what it would do.
How many people in chat know what Smarter Child is?
If you're in your 30s or 40s, you have to know.
If you were...
And you were on AIM. Yeah. Well, AIM was the place. That was how you communicated back then. We had our AIM chats. That's how we got together. Pretty sure Bex and Kyle also did the whole AIM chatting thing.
Yeah.
That was how
AIM was
long-term romance blossomed before the days of Match.com and sliding into the DMs and all that the young kids are doing. Hells yeah.
Matt says not a clue, and I used AIM big time. He doesn't know what Smarter Child is. Smarter Child was just a bot, and you could add it to your friends list and talk to it, but also play games.
That's right.
If you were very lonely.
Zen used ICQ. I did a little bit. It's always that one person that's like, I'm on ICQ. Like, hey, well, why don't you come over to where like everybody else is?
And that says MySpace was her time.
That makes
MySpace
sense.
was such a short amount of time, though.
It was huge though, and that lines up with her age. That was where everybody was.
Yeah.
MySpace.
MySpace like 2005, 6.
Yeah, that was at the peak because Facebook was still just students only.
Yeah. I had a Facebook and a MySpace at the same time.
Yeah. Did you put your favorite song on there? So when someone went to your profile, they were forced to listen to that until they muted or paused.
What about anyone in chat used to use X page and have to HTML their own website?
I kind of remember X page. I remember GeoCities.
Yeah, GeoCities was around the same time, but X page was very, I don't know, it was a little bit easier. We used to run an X page for our Girl Scout troop.
I had AIM, just no friends there. HTML coded my MySpace to make it super. Yeah, you could do a lot with the MySpace page too. You could make it like super irritating. You could, I think you could even like change the cursor on it. People like drag around crap that would bog down their GPU. Yeah.
Kyle said he never had Tom as a friend. How is that possible? It was auto on there. And in the number one spot,
could you unfriend Tom? I think if you could unfriend Tom, I most definitely unfriended Tom.
John said, I used to HTML, but not X page. There was Tripod and Lycos and was it Angel Fire? Yes, I used Angel Fire too.
I remember that one. And Yahoo Chat.
I didn't use Yahoo Chat.
Well, I used to play Yahoo games.
We're in Watson.
We're in Watson?
Yeah.
Oh.
I just saw Dave's Smokehouse.
Well, I'll be damned. We're very close to home. Sweet. Yeah, look at that. Just driving down this country road, and all of a sudden we're close to home, and I don't recognize a damn thing. Because it's just foliage.
We should be home before Austin Street.
Nice. Good timing then.
You'll recognize stuff up here.
Why am I not in your top 8? Move me to your top 8. Are we BFF? Why am I number 3 in your top 8? Jeez. Not number 1 anymore. God forbid you demote somebody.
You can turn or you can go straight.
What?
You can turn or go straight.
I'm going to do what the screen says. Okay. Just because.
Just because.
Yes, you did, Kyle. You just don't remember.
See, 1019 is not right.
How memorable of a face was Tom? I bet if I saw that picture again, I would recognize it.
Spring is always right.
Yeah.
Especially in Kentucky.
You go look up actually. I think I know mine's deleted. I think a lot of them got deleted. And is MySpace even MySpace anymore? I know it got sold at least once, and I'm sure a lot of people, like startups, have tried to revive it and turn it into something else, and just did not do well.
Ivy wants Matt to stay off of her MySpace. Like, I have not touched my MySpace since 2006. So, if you can find me, like, it is baby college, Jenna.
Yeah, mine was set up to be for whenever I was editor of Tiger Weekly, so it was mostly just that kind of promo stuff.
Oh,
basically.
You have friends with like the Varsity and
friends with our sponsors and the publisher and that kind of stuff. Just the grossest form of networking, which is why I got out of that kind of media, because I was so tired of being complained about by advertisers, because I let people write things that were true instead of like kiss ass articles. Kyle just wrote a paragraph. What did it say?
He said, so funny thing, just check to see if MySpace was still around. It is, and you can sign in using Facebook.
That's great. Prepare to assimilate. So, yeah,
That was before your time, Lillian.
Even Facebook is kind of before her time. Like, that's not what the kids are doing now. Yeah,
Facebook's for old people. That's what she just said.
it is. Even like mostly people older than we are.
Recognize Tiki Tubing?
Yeah, I know where we are. Imagine that. You gotta reach chat. Or I want to reach chat.
James said Matt's going to create your space collection of all the Fish Fam MySpace accounts.
A lot of defunct pages.
And now Zin said she was 44 earlier, and now she's saying I'm 43, and I think Facebook is for old people.
Happy reverse birthday, Zen. How'd you do that?
Remember Mark Chat?
No.
No, she said almost 44. I don't know what Mark Chat is.
Check the tape. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do remember MIRC.
I don't know what that is.
Internet relay chat. It's just like another, it's very archaic looking, but just a bunch of chat rooms. One program. It's still used today. A lot of forums will like have an IRC set up.
What do young people use, Lillian?
Snap. Is it Snapchat? How do you communicate?
Instagram? Yeah.
Yeah, Instagram.
It's very much like Discord.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Alrighty.
You can just stay in this lane.
And then I will.
You don't have to get over.
I shall.
What is gas like by our house? $3.54 a gallon at this gas station. Whoops, said I don't think I've been on MySpace since 2009 or 10. I don't remember the password.
Well, now you can log in on Facebook. Bulletin boards, fight me. I remember bulletin boards.
Like just bulletin boards on the side of the road?
No. I mean, yeah, those too. But
like bulletin boards hanging up in a hallway?
Like forums before they were like organized into the way forums are organized now.
Okay.
Yeah. Even forums have just gone away, which they've been traded for Facebook, which I think is inferior. I can't believe it. We are like
I can turn this off so that it doesn't announce like you've arrived at this specific address.
Does your mom get our mail?
I don't know, but we're gonna just park.
Yeah.
We can walk to the mailbox later.
I feel awake, but I also have this feeling that once I lay down on our way, way more comfortable than any bed we attempted to sleep on in the past week bed, I'm gonna just pass out.
I wonder where that dishwasher is, and if it's gonna be in the way of where we're trying to park.
I don't know. Brooklyn, you better put it out of the way. I can't be a dick. They brought and installed a newish dishwasher for us while we were gone. Like, just surprised us out of the blue.
It was like the one appliance we didn't replace after the flood.
Yeah, it still worked. You know, sometimes you have to run them through more than once. So I'm excited about that. We do have a new dishwasher. We're fancy. Let's see.
We are driving home from the Triple Crown, and we are like less than 5 minutes away from home.
I missed a paragraph chat.
Oh, from Zen, it says, I was in DOS-based chat, BBS chat rooms when I was 13.
Yeah.
My grandparents really should have been watching better. I'm surprised I wasn't human trafficked with the stupidity I got into.
You know what? Same here as Injure, but I was 11 when I was joining forums, like the bulletin board style forums. And we got AOL when I was like 12 or 13, and just there were no parental control. I mean, I guess there were, but my parents sure didn't know about them. So I was self-taught interneter. I'm sure I talked to some predators. Never told them where I lived, though.
Yeah, when we were children, we were taught, don't go meet up with people on the internet. And guess what we just got back from doing?
We just met up with like 50 people from the internet. Fortunately, they were all real and who they said they were. And nobody got kidnapped.
Nope. Well, none of us got kidnapped. I don't know about if anyone else.
They were talking somewhere else, and there's this white van that came out, and we were all like, let's go get some ice cream there.
What? POS gardens, that if it's not piece of shit, it's a point of sale, I assume. Like,
I don't know what the context is.
Well, she says not. When I see POS, first my brain says piece of shit. But if it's like talking about business and like setting up a store or something, like Bex has been doing, so she uses POS, and I know that she's not saying piece of shit, unless she's just like frustrated at something. It's like this piece of shit POS. I'm gonna get really ambiguous with it. POS. Oh my God, we're turning on our street. Can you believe that?
I can.
I can't. Unreal.
I want to see what kind of explosive growth has been in the plant farm because I needed a trim badly before we left. All right. Is our gate closed? Oh, our gate's closed.
Kinda closed.
Yeah, the wind blew it open. Okay, well, we're home. Oh, parent overshow. Oh, yes. We didn't use POS. We used PIR, parent in room.
But also the dishwasher is in the way.
The dishwasher's in the way. The gate's partially askew.
And she moved those bins.
And she moved the bins a little bit over. And we still love you, Brooklyn. We're just going to have to move some stuff and park. And then we're going to go crash. So, hey, thank y'all for joining us in the last 2 hours of our drive. Definitely helped keep me awake and all that. But we are home safe and sound. And we're going to go inside. See y'all in the chats and streams and Discord and all that good stuff. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.